What's going on, family? How y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of Melinated Righteousness, where we believe that doing what's right is right, and a continuation of doing what's right leads unto righteousness. All right. Well, welcome back. I know it's probably been a couple of weeks since I did a video besides a little mini that I did. I think that was yesterday. But yeah, so I wanted to get back on this subject of Blackness in Ameeica. You know what I'm saying? Or BIA, for some of you. But the reason that I want to continue to speak on this subject is because we have a push as for African, well, let me rephrase that. We have a push, coming for the 2020 election, and ADOS has been pretty much, on their grind about some of the policies and things that these electorals say that they're going to be have an agenda or make an agenda for or be fighting for. So as a result of that, what we're seeing now is a lot of even African Americans, if you would, are speaking out, and they're having a lot to say about ADOS, and so it comes with the program. I'm sure some of you may already know that. Those of you who are in the forefront, those of you who have been advocating for Black African Americans, you know how this goes, I guess, somewhat. But as it is now, we're ADOS is beginning to gain momentum, and we have people even of, I guess you could say, African American descent. They are coming out against some of the I guess they're coming out against the founders of ADOS. So I kind of want to speak on that because it's part of the nature of the beast. Not everybody's going to agree with you, but when you see it's so when you see it so being so rigid and people being so dogmatic about or speaking out and coming against, this movement, then it's just best to be aware of what's going on and be on your guard. I stated in my last video that you really shouldn't, if you're pro ADOS, you really shouldn't entertain, any of these people who are, who even look African American. Let's put it like that. That's wanting to undermine and disclaim, what ADOS is all about. It's just, like, enough is enough, you're not going to, a logical, sane person, wouldn't, buy a brand new BMW and then just start running into a telephone pole before they even get it off the lot. You just spent, over 50 $1,000 on this vehicle. Now you're just gonna just run it into a telephone pole. So that's kind of like the synoptics of what these people are doing. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to bring up some awareness to that. As far as ADOS is, you know what I'm saying. So we gotta continue to keep our focus, because I mean the things that's going on like in America it's in plain sight, and if you're gonna try to bring in some other object to try to blind the people of what's actually going on, then you're against ADOS. I mean, we're not gonna bring up anything from the past. We're not talking about other communities. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about things that's specifically going on with black people as ADOS is geared toward and established for. So, in my own words. So, yeah, I mean, like, when you got things like these black codes going on, you know what I'm saying? You have a park, and it's black people in the park, and so some Caucasian individual, they feel some type of way for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't know I don't know, for whatever reason they're calling 911 on people who are taking walks in the park, people who are walking their dogs in the park, people who are barbecuing at the park. I mean, this is nonsense. But you had these people that are so dead bent on being against ADOS, these African American, people. So yeah, so that's what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? We are going to shed some light. You know what I'm saying? I came to shed some light on some of the issues. You know what I'm saying, that we face in this country. So what we have right here is I have a little information coming from Wikipedia. So this statement from Wikipedia says that the population of African American people in America is about 14%. So that's 14% of America is black. So when you start looking at things like having criminal records, you know what I'm saying? Some of this and some of the rest of this information which I have in front of me is going to be coming from the NAACP's website. So imagine that, right? And there's some pretty other interesting things on there as well. I just wanted to point out that they said on there that is twice as many black women incarcerated over whites. Okay, they also said that the ratio between a black person, a black male going to prison over a white male is going to be 6 times to 1. So you can imagine, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on? Da 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 da. Okay. Have a nice night. As far as, or well as, then okay, sir. Yeah, could you pull over or what have you? And then I guess a search goes on and whatever. So and then we have as far as having a criminal record, that blacks are going to be, blacks are 50% times higher to not get a call back than a white person. And I think that's actually males. So you can see the effect that having a criminal record is when you are black than opposed to when you are white. So, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, we still have the immigration, we still have people coming over in this country, which is nothing wrong with that, but I would rather see them come over here legally. You still have the gentrification that's going on within the black community, where, you know what I'm saying, it's like people are being bought out, or they you know what I'm saying, and it's just coming in and like pushing all the poor people out. So then you have that. You have public education. You know what I'm saying? Where there's they also said on there that black kids that are arrested. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, 32% are arrested if I'm not mistaken. Then they said like 42 of them, I guess they get some kind of they are reprimanded and they have a record of somewhat, and then the other 52, which makes up 52% of all adolescents or kids in school. Then you have the other 52%. They're having to actually go before some juvenile judge and receive some type of sentencing. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, this is what happens in the inner cities across this country. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, this little short summary of Blackness in America kind of make you open your eyes and ears to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to come back with the stats of the black population in the inner city as far as to like suburbs or maybe country towns, because clearly the population is going to be higher in inner city. You know what I'm saying? And so these, you know what I'm saying, then you still have, you know what I'm saying, people being targeted and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? You got your incidents with police brutality and all these type of things that are going on. You know what I'm saying? But yet these I don't know what you want to call them, liberals, these liberal black folks, they want to say that that ADOS is like is such a bad move. You know what I'm saying, for those who founded it, and it's such a bad stance for black people in America. But yet you see the things that are going on. So when are you going to say something? You know what I'm saying? Are you just, are you happy about what's going on? To your own people. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? That's going to be my PSA, my public safety announcement. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just be on the up and up of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And maybe, you know what I'm saying, it's a catch win. Don't forget to like, give the video a thumbs up, share it, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to Melinated Righteousness, you know what I'm saying, for more updates. And yeah, I mean, this is what's going on, you know what I'm saying, in the United States. So I think that's going to be it for this segment. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night.